Hi, I'm Kevin Tame, and welcome to the Marvel Champion. Today I'm going to be playing Spider-Man Justice. This is the core set recommended deck from the core set, and I'm going to be playing against standard Rhino. As you've seen in my other videos, in this match what I do is I record my match on Tabletop Simulator, and then I speed it up to about 2x to 1.5x, and I commentate over the video, just talking about my strategy, the tactics I'm taking, and why I'm making the decisions I'm making. I hope this is a useful video for you to help you learn the strategy. Just at a high level, I find that Spider-Man is pretty good at defending. He has a level 3 defend, and then a pretty weak thwart and a decent attack. So mostly with Spider-Man, I am using him to defend against the attack, and then using my other cards, my events, or any allies to kind of take all the damage on Rhino. And that's kind of the general sense of the way I feel Spider-Man plays. He's best to kind of move into hero mode as much as possible. So let's jump right in. You can kind of see how I played the match. As we can see here, I am playing Rhino, and I'm playing the break-in, so it's if you get to 7 threat, you're out. Nice thing about Peter Parker is that he has the generate 1 resource per turn. And then Spider-Man gets a draw when the villain initiates attack. So it's a great draw engine. With Spider-Man, you kind of want to... I like to stay in Peter Parker mode just for a little bit, just to kind of get set up. Here, I'm really looking for allies and trying to get through my deck as quickly as possible, because what I'm trying to find are my big, powerful events like Swinging Web Kick. Jessica Jones is a great card to kind of get out. I mean, just any kind of ally is good, because then what it allows me to do is ping Rhino down a little bit, also defend from big hits if I need, and then also control threat. So here I kind of I forgot about the generated resource from Peter Parker, so I had to kind of go back to repay for Jessica Jones in a way that was better. Webbed up always seems pretty good, but it costing 4, I don't really feel like I want to get that into, like, it just seems expensive. And so I go ahead, and the villain schemes. This is a great one. It's only a single, so it's not too big. So I only have 2 at this turn. Getting a toughness symbol is a little bit of a pain, because in a Spider-Man deck, I want to get him knocked down as quickly as possible. So here, I'm going to get Black Cat down. Black Cat, her ability is interesting in that if you have a science that comes out, you basically discard the 2 top cards of your deck, and then you get to put them in your hand. So it's kind of a nice little draw, especially because the Swinging Web Kick is a science, and that's the main cards I want to use to kind of close out the game. So I'll be holding on to those. So I kind of messed up here, where I misplayed, and I ended up forgetting about the toughness symbol from Jessica Jones, and so I just realized it here, so I have to kind of go back. I'm going to go back and reset myself to fix the game state, so give me just a second here. And so got rid of that toughness signal. One thing that I actually should be on, I should be on 1 threat, because I used Black Cat to remove a threat. So let's just assume this is 1 threat. I'm going to go ahead and Haymaker here. Haymaker is not, I don't like that card really that much. It doesn't seem very efficient, but what I'm trying to do right now is just get Rhino down as quickly as possible to the next phase, so that I can use 2 Swinging Web Kicks and knock him out. Also, Spider-Man's ability to just get that extra draw is really nice here, because I'm going to need the cards to play a level 3 cost card. Here I drew the Swinging Web Kick, the other Swinging Web Kick, so now I just kind of need to get the villain down. My opponent schemes, and I took 2 damage from that. I didn't defend that one, because I wanted to save Spider-Man's attack ability for attacking Rhino to knock him down, because I can get some little attacks here. So I'm debating on what I can get down. I decided I'm going to try and get Avengers Mansion down because if I want to be able to play Swinging Web Kick in the same turn, I need to get the extra card draw. So just going to do a little bit of damage here and there. And I want yeah, go ahead and take Black Cat because Black Cat's nice because she also doesn't have that extra damage when you do an attack. So she can kind of keep attacking. So go ahead and get the Avengers Mansions down. It might have been, I don't know if it was great to do this. It's kind of expensive late in the game, in the match, but that extra draw the next turn is going to be super valuable. The Surveillance team is just going to be a means to discard. Okay, so my opponent's going to attack me. I think this is where I defend with Jessica Jones because so I don't have to take the damage. It's nice I get that card draw with Spider-Man. So go ahead and defend with her. I know it's going to knock her out no matter what. Doesn't really matter what the boost is. And now we'll see what card comes out here. Which this isn't. This additional attack isn't that big a deal because my plan is to knock out Rhino in the next turn or so. So given that I have to pay 6, I'm just 1 resource short because I only have 5 cards that I can spend to play both Swinging Web Kicks. So I need to figure out a way to so what I need to do is knock Rhino down into the next phase and use Swinging Web Kick and then survive a turn and then do Swinging Web Kick again. However, I'm calculating here to see if I'm able to get him to if I'm able to play both of them, and I don't think I can. So I need to break up the Swinging Web Kicks, which is fine. Because being at 8 health, I think I can survive. So this is really at 3 threat right now. It's not at 2, just so we are aware. So really it's just a matter of survival. These extra kind of actions are just to keep the game under control just in case. I'm going to draw 2 encounter cards, which is a little bit of a pain, but I think I'll survive it. I go ahead and Nick Fury is good to kind of reduce the threat here because I don't want the threat to get out of control. And so he can thwart, and he gets me this draw back up, so it will allow me to play at least 1 single web kick. So that's why I played him then. I don't really need to worry about breaking and taking. I'm just going to take the extra encounter card. It's not worth wasting the effort to get rid of the threat there. And then I'm going to use a bunch of stuff here to play Swinging Web Kick, and that knocks him down 8. So now I just need to survive this turn, which I have 8 health. I have threats at 0. It's likely that I'm going to win this game. Plus, I also have Nick Fury, who is super useful in defending, right? I can just defend against this big shot in here. Oh, I see what I did is I switched over to Peter Parker here at the end because threat was so low. And I knew it would guarantee me more cards. I actually don't know if that was a good idea. That might have actually been a poor idea because I would have gotten the cards anyways from the Spider-Man draw. I'm able to switch back, but I think that was a mistake because I think I could have just defended with Nick Fury. It would have probably been better just to stay in Spider-Man. There was no reason to do that. So I go ahead and I switch back to Spider-Man on this turn, and yeah, because I ran a risk there actually by flipping. I don't think I ran a risk of dying. I ran more of a risk by switching over because if I had taken 1 threat and then I had gotten something like the villain schemes, or if I had gotten, he'd gotten a 2 boost, he could have easily gotten up to 7. So that was a mistake there. I shouldn't have switched over. I should have stayed there. I think the reason I switched over is because I was afraid that I wasn't going to get enough card draw. And so I would have gotten the same amount of card draw because Spider-Man gets at a draw when the villain attacks. So staying in Spider-Man is the best strategy, I think. I think the strategy with Spider-Man is go quick. If you can find the swinging web kicks and knock them down pretty fast, that's great. Don't be afraid to mulligan a lot of cards and just get rid of them. Also, there's times when I've played as a Spider-Man where I've drawn cards and the cards just aren't useful for me, and so I've just gotten rid of them. Because at the end of the phase, you have the ability to discard cards to be able to draw more. The key is to get, I believe, if you can get Rhino knocked down with allies through the first phase, maybe a Haymaker, an additional swinging web kick to knock him down. I like to do the ping damage first while I'm kind of getting set up, and then I don't really like staying in that the second phase with Rhino, so I want to have some sort of combo to knock him out as quickly as possible, which 2 swinging web kicks are great, right? You basically take him out in one shot. You just have to have 6 resources to do it. So with Spider-Man Draw and also the Avengers Mansion, I was able to do that. I had to spread it over 2 turns, which was okay, but sometimes you can do it if you have the double pip or the double resource cards, then that helps to be able to knock him out. Anyways, pretty straightforward. I think Spider-Man is great in the sense that he has awesome defense. His events are super powerful. It's just kind of nice, actually, because he has that science ability to help you kind of get set up early. And then when you flip, he has that draw, which is great. Like, draw is such an important thing in this game to be able to get the resources that you need. Yeah, that's how I play Spider-Man. And if you guys have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.